Norwood. Like, I gotta introduce myself. So hi, Miss Norwood. I'm Javi. I'm the pilot.
Oh
I know you see me.
my God, Javi. Where you?
Yeah, a lot of people know my voice that we don't know each other by face. So it's a pleasure to have you on Piff Radio. It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Um, I loved Brandy so much, like her singing, her acting. So for me, I'm just like smiling and in shock. I know I got questions asked, but they're just gone. I'm like, wow, this is happening. So shout outs to you, Queen. You're legendary to us. Like
Thank
seriously.
you.
Moesha was definitely like a teenage experience for me. So shout outs to Brandy and Ray J for real. But like I this is like how is it like raising two stars simultaneously? Because it's probably managing two big stars like that. Because when Ray J came out, he was pretty big too. So
Yeah.
so
Well,
how was that
the
for you,
whole
Miss Norwood?
I'll say first off that you have to understand that they're different, you know, and raising them, you can't raise one the same as you do the other, and even
Mm,
if I had two girls, they both were different and they would be different in character. So Ray J and Brandy were different in character, and Brandy was the one that was the most tedious one. She was the one that
mm.
everything had to be spick and span, and she knew when you went in her room, she knew you'd been there. If you left something, if you opened her drawer and something just didn't settle well when she got back, she knew someone's in there. Ray was different, but raising them was just the same way that I would have raised them if they never had been in the industry at all. And that's the part that people don't understand, is even though they were in the business, together, my husband and I never felt that we needed to lose parental control because you were in front of the camera. There still were things that you had to do. There still was homework that you had to do. There was still, no, you're not going to the mall, on this particular at this particular time because you have responsibilities. Those things transitioned into TV world. And when Ray J had the role of on Sinbad, he was going to the set on Thursdays. No, on Brandy was going to Moesha to film on Thursday, and he was going to Sinbad on Friday. So,
Wow.
we had to have my mom and the next door neighbor. They all helped out because as we wanted someone on the set with them. So I was still working, and my husband was working at the church, but he had more liberty to go through the whole acting part more so than me. So we went to the set every day, and then we filmed and on Thursdays and Fridays. But when they left there, they knew that that was acting. They were acting. That's not them in real life. That this, you don't get any extravagant pleasures of doing other things because you are a beginning to become a celebrity. And then I remembered we talked about them going to college because I wanted them to go to college, but they were already entrenched in acting at that point. They both had their television shows. They were making pretty good money. They were making more money than me and my husband were making. And so that they just decided that they were going to stay in the industry. So the transition then for Brandy went into the movies and TV and film. And Ray J, when he first came out, that's a story that I'm going to tell in my book about how um, record labels can screw up, or should I not say that word, but record labels can mishandle a project to the point where it doesn't really come out the way that it should have if there had been more attention. So that happened to him on his first project. And from that first project, he decided, look, you know, from here on out, I'm going to take responsibility for my own career. I'm going to go independent. Everything is going to be independent with me from here on out. I'm going to use my own money and I'm going to do it my way. And if I fail, then guess what? I fail at the decisions that I make. So then he went off into the whole independent world. But baby, I've gone too far than what you asked me, but I'm sorry.
Nah, you fine.
No, that's perfect.
Yeah, take
Yeah.
all of that.
Like
You fine.
I'm just yeah, we soaking it in.